Atomic Habits Summary by James Clear. Atomic Habits is a practical guide on how to change your habits and get 1% better every day. Using a framework called the 4 Laws of Behavior Change, Atomic Habits teaches readers simple rules for creating good habits and breaking bad ones. Read the full summary to glean 3 lessons. Atomic Habits, 3 lessons. Lesson 1, small habits make a big difference. Improving 1% isn't particularly noble, not even noticeable, but if it can be far more meaningful in the long run. Lesson 2, forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. Goals are about results. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. Lesson 3, build identity-based habits. How to build habits in 4 simple steps. This section of Atomic Habits Summary presents key points from actionable strategies in the book, organized around a framework called the 4 Laws of Behavior. The process of building a habit can be divided into 4 simple steps: cue, craving, response, reward. Breaking it down, the fundamental parts of this: understand what a habit is, how it works, and how to improve it. The habit loop: cue, craving, response, reward. The cue triggers a craving, which motivates a response, which provides a reward, which satisfies the craving, and ultimately becomes associated with the cue. Together, these 4 steps form a neurological loop that ultimately allows you to create habits. The cycle is known as the habit loop. We can transform these 4 steps into practical framework that we can use to design good habits. How to create one. First law, make it obvious, cue. Second law, make it attractive, craving. Third law, response, make it easy. Fourth law, reward. How to break a habit. Inversion to the first law, cue, make it invisible. Inversion to the second law, craving, make it unattractive. Inversion of the third law, response, make it difficult. Inversion of the fourth law, reward, make it unsatisfying. I thought this was a great book. It was written in clear prose, no pun intended, by James Clear. Some of the things that stuck out to me were habit stacking, where you take a new habit you want to form and line it up with a habit you're already doing. Taking a break at lunch, for example, and you resolve to do 10 push-ups at that time. He also talks about saying, after current habit, I will new habit in new context. So certain things you get rid of the cue, like a phone, for example. If you're distracted by it, put the phone in another room. You set your environment. He talks about action versus motion. Action is the actual, lifting of the barbells. Motion is the talking to the trainer. People think that motion is action, but motion is good, but it's not the same as action. I thought this was a great book. I'm going to keep reading it, rereading it, and trying to integrate some of the principles.